Hello Virgo. This message is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Also keep in mind this could be about you or someone that you're dealing with. Because the energies can flip both sides, so just keep that in mind throughout the reading. Also, you could be a cross-watcher dealing with a Virgo. The message could be for you. I can't find my camera tripod at the moment, so this is how I'm going to have to record. Also, I think that was it actually. So, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate that. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow so others can see the message. And don't forget to check your other readings for your moon or rising sign. You could have a bigger message if you watch those videos. So this message that I pulled is what the main theme of it is, that I'm seeing is like second chances. I'm seeing that the universe was trying to offer you a gift, and that because of old patterning you refused it, is what I'm seeing. And this is another chance for you. Let me show you what I mean. Like one of the main oracle cards here, first one I pulled, was the Andean Cross. And the message of the Andean Cross, with it being reversed, is basically not to do anything at the moment. It's like you were given an opportunity in some way. A gift just means that it can be an opportunity, it could be a person, experience, or physical gift like money or something like that. And it was trying to be given to you and you missed that opportunity. But the cards that come out to clarify that I got is Awakening, which is the card, it's like the Judgment card in the regular tarot. And this is like second chances. It's a new birth, it's a renewal, right? And it was clarified with the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning in love. And that can be relationship, but it doesn't have to be. When there's a new beginning in love, it's basically a chance at, or a new start in being in love. And when are you in love? It's when you are fully invested in the moment that you're experiencing. So a lot of times, for instance, I use creativity as an example, because when you're doing something creativity, you're so intently focused on what you're doing in that moment and so in love with what you're doing. So that can be a relationship, because when you're in love, you're so it's like you're so focused on the moment. Time goes by fast, right? Because it seems like the time goes by fast when you're in that, really experiencing that. But it doesn't have to be. So I'm just letting you know, because it can be, but it doesn't have to be. And the thing that you're getting the second chance at, we've got the Ten of Emotions, which is emotional fulfillment, happiness, family, community, like a meaningful connection to people, things that you're doing. It's connecting with the universe and with others in love, and it's clarified with the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands could represent a person, specifically Sagittarius or Leo or Aries. But the Knight of Wands is like really passionate and they take action and move forward. So it's like you're getting this second chance, but it's like, wait, hold on. Like that's what the Andean cross is suggesting. And the rest of this reading will clarify what needs to be addressed, why there's that pause, okay? So the overall message, though, that I got was from the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, or Oracle, and it's painting the roses red, covering up errors, okay? So, at this time, you could be feeling like maybe you made a mistake. You might not, though. The feeling you could be getting could be nothing ever works out for me, or why is this happening? Like some challenges coming at you, and you going back to, I knew it, I knew this wouldn't work out, or I knew this would happen, or something like that, where you're basing your challenges right now on experiences of the past, and basically like using them to confirm that good things don't come in for you. But let me read you the message from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. It says, we all make mistakes. Every single one of us upon this planet has made a mistake, misunderstood, done something that wasn't quite correct, and mixed things up rather terribly. Today, people often complain and want perfection. Much like the dreaded queen, they behave as if they have the right to cut people's heads off, to punish them, and if they have not carried out their assignments perfectly. The same applies to our soul assignments. Despite what our soul would best enjoy learning, we humans often understand, head off in another direction, and make some rather wonderful mistakes. Thankfully, unlike the queen, our soul will not punish us, but we do need to do some work to make things right. While you may have been tempted to cover things up and not be open about what has happened, especially perhaps to yourself, it truly is best to see what can be done. If this relates to you on an everyday level, and you are working for a person who will be unkind or cruel if you do not perform tests perfectly, then you may need to find a way to peacefully escape the situation. That way you can enjoy white roses just as they are, without fear of making a mistake or making things even worse because you feel you must cover up an error to avoid punishment. White roses are perfect and lovely and innocent. Do not try to cover up anything within yourself that you feel is not right, for fear of being punished for not presenting or behaving to expectation. And the divination for this card is working for or being in a relationship with someone who is harsh on those who make mistakes, feeling forced to cover up errors to avoid punishment, fear of mistakes being discovered, hiding the evidence as consequences are much harsher than the mistake, and feeling that what you need to do to stay safe is no longer reasonable. So let me go down here to your subconscious first. This is before this opportunity, this gift came in. I am showing, I've got the temple. The temple talks about worship, which is basically where we put our focus. And what I'm showing is that you had maybe got out of a situation that wasn't good for you, and your focus has been on you. Your focus has been on learning, building success for yourself, like maybe you could have got out of a bad relationship and gotten to your own place, like, or just out of a situation. There was a situation that wasn't good for you. It could have been out of a job, out of whatever it was. But you were moving forward. You were starting something new, starting this journey, and in a really good headspace. And I'm showing that here you are, enjoying your alone time, being happy, most likely single. If you weren't single, it was very independent. But getting the fruits of your labor, like hard work, getting what you worked hard for. Okay, now since your focus was on yourself and improving your life and getting yourself in a good spot and enjoying like the present, enjoying yourself, um, it actually puts you into this creation manifestation mode, because this is the next card that came out, the creator, and we're all creators, right? And this the universe, what I'm showing, I'll just call it the universe, but I know we all have differing belief systems, but I'm showing that you had this opportunity, this gift brought in for you, and you were basically being asked to take a leap of faith, to take a jump off this cliff, right? With the Fool. You could have been dealing with an Aries, by the way, with the Fool card. But it's like there's this cliff to jump off. And you may have walked to the edge of that cliff, and then you got scared. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, worry. It's like all these crows coming in this picture are these thoughts basically attacking your mind. Okay, they're like, what if this happened? What if that happened? Remembering all the things of the past that happened when you did this. So if it was a person, for instance, it would be like all your past relationships, all the things that went wrong in those past relationships coming back, and how you don't want to be stuck back in that again, and or like if it was a job or like a creative venture, you're like, oh, they always fail, nothing ever works out. And so like all these things just bombarding you, okay? And so you moved away is what I'm showing. You sailed away from the gift. Like, and I'm going to look at this a little more, okay? Because the cards up here at the top talk about this even more and where to head with it. Okay, so first off, I'm going to go to this card here. We've got the Four of Materials. This is a holding on energy. So this is like holding on to what you have. A lot of times it talks about holding on to money, but it doesn't have to be money. It's like patterning of the past, holding on to it, okay? So you were like, it's like you walked to the edge of that cliff and you're like, no, and like clamped up, okay? And the universe, we have the card of Temperance coming out, clarifying that. Temperance is it's like I think it's in a lot of decks, it's represented as like the Archangel Michael, I think. But you can see the wings on the Temperance. This is like divine timing, divine gift from the universe. And it brings balance into your life. It also represents the sign of Sagittarius, so you could have been dealing with the Sagittarius. And you thought this gift would bring you stuckness with the Eight of Swords. Now, if you look in this picture, though, she is in that, it looks like a hole or something, like she's in one of those, like she's held captive. But if you look, she doesn't have a blindfold on, she's not bound, and she's by anything. Her hands aren't bound. Her body's not bound. What she's bound by is her thoughts. And when she looks into the mirror, if she looks into that mirror, she can see that this is what she sees. She sees, this gift is basically going to cause me to be stuck. And this is what you thought about it. 5 of Pentacles. This is like lack. So this is going back to lack mentality. Like, I can't go after this creative adventure because I'm going to be broke, left out, not have anything. It's not going to be successful. And you've got the Page of Swords reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, clarifying that 5 of Pentacles. Actually, let me, hold on. I'm going to grab the book, so I just want to read a few of the statements from those two. Okay, so I just wanted to read some of the statements about these, because what I'm showing is it's like reverting to old patterns of thinking. And the Page of Swords reversed represents arrogance, gossip, nervous energy, being all talk and no action, dishonesty. And the Page of Pentacles represents being non-committal, lack of progress, lack of learning from past mistakes, procrastinating, not bringing your plans down to earth. So not grounding your plans if you had some kind of maybe some kind of business you were starting. Because all of that, because of fear that it was too good to be true. Like your dream was too good to be true. This gift wasn't really happening. Okay, so the next card we got is, I'm going to go back up here to the top, because what we've got as the next oracle message is the Crow. And I'll show you the 2 cards clarifying it. We've got the Hermit reversed, which this is your card, Virgo card, and the 5 of Swords reversed, okay? And the 5 of Swords, again, you can see the crows. These are the thoughts, old patterns of thinking, right? Okay, and with the Hermit reversed, this is showing you not in your power. It's like this gift was offered and it threw you off because of your thinking so much that it threw you out of balance. You were no longer grounded. You were no longer, it's like you thought you were going to lose yourself almost. And what this is saying, okay, don't take action now from that place. Don't take action from that mental thinking. It gives you the advice of the Crow. And it's just a short little message that I'll read from what the Crow says on where to go. Okay, it just says, when you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. So, when we speak lack, or this is never going to happen, this is not, we're creating that in our experience. Even if, for instance, that things are not going the way that you expected, or when there's challenges, when you start projecting your challenges into the future, into something that's based on your perspective of the past, and it is it is somehow a lack, some kind of lack. We're basically, it's almost like we're telling a lie, because the universe is abundant. It's it's we have everything in the universe like at our, what is the word? It's like we have access to it. We can grab it at any moment. And by speaking those words out into the universe about lack, we are actually telling a lie. And what this is saying is that to start correcting it. Now, if you did like speak anything to anyone or anything like that where you maybe you told a lie or made excuses or something for yourself, this is saying to correct it, because that will help you basically feel better about yourself, because I'm getting almost like a kind of like a guilt feeling. And you may not have done anything to anyone or anything like that, but like if you're not being in a grateful space, it can make you feel almost that, you know, that yucky feeling. You can be feeling like that. Now, we've got the next card out is patience. And before I get into that message, I want to look at these cards clarifying it, because this is more of like an explanation of why. Like you, with this Seven of Inspiration and this Six of Pentacles, what I'm showing is that you have been through a lot. Like you've been through a lot, and a lot of like painful, dark experiences, and you've been like, it's almost like you've been fighting for so long. Like you're holding back this darkness. You're trying to let this light in, and you are tired and you're done and you don't want to do that anymore. You don't want the darkness to surround you anymore. This is what you want. This is like equal give and take. This is balance. This is having everything that you need and want. The relationships in your life are equal give and take. They're not people who just take from you. They're not people having to carry you. It's having like abundance, and it's like happiness, like not having to fight for this light anymore. And the universe, it's basically asking you to be patient, because patient in the fog. Because what I'm showing here is that because you were, in that thriving energy down low, the universe had brought in a gift for you. With the Four of Emotions and Temperance reversed. It brought in the Four of Emotion, or the Four of Emotions is a gift from the universe, but you can see that she can't see it. She's not focused on it. She's focused on the lack, the imbalance. If it was a person, it could have been a Sagittarius with the Temperance there. It also could have been an Aries. We've got the Emperor down here and the Knight of Swords, but I see this more as your energy. Because what I'm seeing is that these are clarifying the Four of Emotions, that this is who you are. You're the Emperor. And the Emperor is the Emperor is the ruler of all the kings in the tarot deck. And he knows what he wants. He goes for it. He's the ruler. He can also be seen as like kind of controlling and like bossy in a way. But when he's upright, this is him in his good power. But it's clarified with the King of Swords reverse, which is more like cutting people out, being kind of arrogant, and not having clear vision. And that's what's being indicated with the Four of Emotions, is not having the clear vision to see the gift that's down below this cup. You're just seeing the empty cup. And I'm showing that it brought an imbalance with that Temperance reversed. And again, Temperance is the same card that was down here. That's the divine gift from the universe. And this is what Temperance was bringing, the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a tangible seed, meaning that it brings abundance, because it grows into the Ten of Pentacles, which is health, wealth, happiness, and tangible abundance on like that you can experience, and it's very balanced. It's like growth. It brings a lot of growth to you. But I'm showing it's like you didn't see it. Now I am showing that this whole reading is about you getting another chance at the gift from the universe, because you have this awakening moment of truth. The last card in the archetypes is the Sustainer. And this is just basically asking you to see the difference between sustaining your creation and surviving or creating. Okay? So it's like the Queen of Pentacles. She's like the motherly card. She has money. I'm showing that basically that you need healing to be this queen, be in this Queen of Pentacles energy of being able to sustain your creation that you're looking for. So there's hurt feelings that need healed, past patterning that needs to be released with the Nine of Emotions and the Six of Cups reversed, and a transformation that needs to take place. This also you could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's all the earth signs here too, by the way. But this is death or rebirth, is like transformation in your thinking, in how you see things, in your perspective. And these are the final cards I got, and I'm going to show them all to you. The last five, the Ace of Swords. This is you seeing the truth, like seeing the truth. And it's going to come in, I'm showing, with the Tower reversed. With the Tower being reversed, it could be just less severe, because the Tower can a lot of times be painful, but with the Tower being reversed and also coming out with the Wheel of Fortune, I think this is just like a Tower where you realize the truth that you are receiving this fortune, this abundance. Okay, no longer having no longer being confused, no longer believing the illusions that you don't have what it takes, you're not receiving this gift, that it's not too good, that you're good enough for it. For one, it's like having the self-esteem and knowing that you can receive this. Like everything that comes to you is not going to end up shitty. Like you're not going to be broke. You're not going to be in bad relationships. It's like letting go of that illusion. And the last card we have is the Hermit upright. And I know it's going to take you going within and seeing those scars and healing those scars so that that old thinking doesn't come back. But with the Hermit upright and that being your card, that is basically showing you coming to yourself, knowing yourself and knowing who you are and being balanced within yourself. And when you're in that position, you're able to receive the gift that the universe wants to give you. And the last last oracle card I have for you is thriving. And this, basically, you can see they're in a desert, okay? The animals are in the desert. And what this is basically, this card talks about, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but I don't want it to be too loud. It's like you feeling like you've been in a desert for a long time, but the desert is collecting nourishment to thrive later on, is what it's showing it. So it's like all your hard work, all that you've been through, it's like built up gifts ready to be given to you. The universe is ready to give you lots of gifts. And again, like I said, this whole reading, the whole point of this whole reading is that you're getting this second chance at awakening to these gifts, to this self-love, new beginning in love, happiness, and abundance. And yeah, it's about like finding the truth and letting go of the illusions. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope it was helpful. Again, if you want a personal reading or want to donate, there's information for that down below. And I appreciate any likes, subscribes, and shares, and I will see you next time I post another video for you. Okay? Thank you.